What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to Fresh Review. Today we got a WrestleMania 40 Day 1 review that was supposed to come out last week. It didn't come out last week because we had some technical difficulties. Unfortunately, those difficulties are not resolved. So you will still see it here. The gameplay will be choppy throughout. My apologies. I tried everything to fix it. Re-recorded everything multiple times. Unplugged everything. Plugged everything. I don't know if it's an internet issue, an equipment issue. I have no idea if this problem continues. You're just gonna have to thug it out. I'm sorry. It is what it is. But first, we are starting with Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley. We will be going to order the actual card. That was the opener. And here's the first match. I only have 3 matches I will be showing. 3 of the best matches for each night. So day 2 will be coming out within the next 2 days. I'll try to get it out Saturday. That's the plan. So this is day 1, of course. And Becky Lynch's attire I thought was really good. She had like these quotes or words around her rib cage. I assume they are quotes from her book that she just released. I liked her attire. I thought that was a great design. Had her come out through the book. They do like some AI stuff. And they had her come out through a book. It was pretty dope. No, WrestleMania always has great entrances. And speaking of great entrances, here's Rhea Ripley's entrance. Hers was solid. Mommy always looked mommy like, so you gotta love Rhea. Unfortunately though, she just got injured and had to vacate her title. That's very unfortunate. I'm recording this today, today's Thursday, April 18th. So I am well aware of what happens afterwards and stuff. That's very unfortunate. Rhea does win this match, but let's talk about the moves and the reversals of this match. We're going to go in order. So, some of the best moves, notable moves I have is Becky delivered a leg drop on Rhea while she is on the middle rope. Becky jumped off the top rope, delivered the leg drop. The action did spill over to the outside. Becky did an exploder suplex to Rhea onto the barricade. Thought that was a great spot, high impact. Rhea caught Becky's crossbody, drops her, and then delivers a vicious knee strike. Becky counters the Riptide into a net breaker, then applies the disarmor. Rhea counters the disarmor into a triple power bomb. Each power bomb being more thunderous than the last. That gets a near fall. Becky delivers a superplex, rolls into a disarmor. Rhea stands up to escape it. They both go over the top rope. Rhea delivers an electric chair drop on the ringside. Phenomenal sequence. Very, very difficult to pull off, and they did it flawlessly. They were tied together through all this while they're going over the top rope and everything. It's kind of dangerous, but they did it so well, taking care of each other there. Becky evades as Rhea hits the ring post. Becky applies the disarmor to her on the ropes. Rhea applies the prison trap, sits down on it. Becky escapes through pin. Gets a roll up and then a kick out, of course. Then Rhea climbs the top rope, hits a frog splash, gets a near fall. Then the actual finish of the match. Becky counters the Riptide into a manhandle slam, kick out. Or maybe these are the false finishes. I might have this in the wrong order. This is the first day I was doing this, so I was kind of struggling. But Rhea hits the Riptide. Becky kicks out, so they both kick out each other's finisher. And then Rhea hits a Riptide on the turnbuckle, then hits another one in the center of the ring, scores the 1, 2, 3. Rhea retains her championship at Mania, and she was the champion for a full year now. She won it last year versus Charlotte Flair. So it's been a full year. Unfortunately, like I said earlier, she had to vacate the title. Vacate is now 100-time champion. Shout out to Vacate. But that was a great opener. Overall, I'm going to give that match a 4.20 stars out of 10. Out of 5. But I can see that match ranging for 3.85 to 4.35. So you guys saw my last video. I initially planned on having the stars go in increments of 0.25, but I feel like those were too wide, right? And everything was kind of in the same group. So we're going by 0.05 now. And 0.25 will be the tiers. So I will have all the ratings down in the descriptions. Well, nah, not the ratings. I want you guys to see the video. But I will have the range down in the description for each match. And let's go over to our next match. Our next match was a six-pack ladder tag team match. Each team had new attires, right? Or at least like matching attires. Except for the New Day, which is kind of odd. The New Day I know have matching attire. And they're the tag team with the most experience. So you would think for WrestleMania, yeah, let's come out with some matching attire. They're the only one that didn't get the memo. Another thing I like though about the entrance is Damian Priest had this really cool mask on. I thought that was really cool. But just like last match, there were good stakes here. Tag team titles were on the line. Both of them to be exact. The red belts and the blue belts. So we could have had one team win both and retain or become new champions, undisputed champions, or we could get a split between them. I thought that was a really cool idea if they intended to split the titles. So let's see what they do here. And with the moves, we have Damian Priest on the ladder, a Waller, Ciampa, and someone else. I couldn't even see. The action was so fast and furious to start the match. Threw a ladder at him like his WWE 2K24. Then Tyler Bate does this really cool airplane spin with Balor. And Balor has the ladder on top of him, so he's spinning around. And the ladder's spinning around as well. Kofi tried to get a sneak attack in. Balor runs right to the ladder. It is real cool. Kind of funny. And then Bate then throws Balor into another ladder. That is set up in the corner. Bate and Dunne, my apologies, do a double moonsault off the ladder and wipe out everyone. R-Truth, my favorite part of the match. R-Truth asked for a hot tag. Miz is in the ring. He's getting beat up by the Judgment Day. He asked for a hot tag. He gets tagged in, does the John Cena comeback on the Judgment Day, then pins Balor for the 1-2-3. Justice is served to the Judgment Day. The crowd loved it. They chanted 1-2-3 as R-Truth is in the center of the ring, counting the pin himself. This is hilarious. The commentator is like, yo, we got new tag team champions. Oh, man. Some other things. There are some false finishes here. That DX and DIY. Right? DX and DIY is like the joke that Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano look alike and stuff. They tried to climb the ladder. R-Truth climbs the ladder. But JD McDonough interferes. Damian Priest tries to climb the ladder, but Miz interferes. He tries again, but R-Truth interferes. It's a whole lot of interference. But ultimately, Theory and Waller are the ones that get the SmackDown Tag Team titles. DIY do the DX finishers to the Judgment Day, right? So Judgment Day gets hit with a super kick and the pedigree, so the Sweet Chin Music pedigree combo. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate powerbomb Waller through a ladder. This was nasty. Ladder on ringside. Laid across from ringside, the apron to the announce table. Powerbombed them through the ladder. Nasty. Ooh. Look very painful. I'm not going to lie. Xavier Woods does his top rope elbow drop finisher to Ciampa, who is laid out on a ladder. Kofi jumps off the ladder and wipes out everybody. So everybody's on the ground. Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne deliver the Birmingham Hammer to Theory. So the SmackDown Tag Team Champs are done. Theory got hit with the Birmingham Hammer. Grayson Waller got hit with that powerbomb through the ladder. They're out for a minute. Won't see them for a while. This is when I started thinking everything's picking up. This is becoming really entertaining. I wasn't really interested in this match beforehand, but now I was like, okay, now you got my attention. Then Gargano delivers a tornado DDT off the apron and onto a table at ringside. Who took this? I believe it was, I don't have it in my notes here. I believe it was Tyler Bate that took this tornado DDT. It was devastating. Awesome move. Ciampa delivers an air raid crash to Tyler Bate from the top of the ladder. JD gets thrown off the ladder through two tables at ringside. Thank goodness. Good riddance. This man was not in the match, but he might well have been in the match, right? It was a handicap match. It was, oh man. Priest delivers a razor edge to Xavier Woods on a chair. Then R-Truth delivers an attitude adjustment to Priest and eliminates him from the Royal Rumble. Then Miz and R-Truth get the Raw Tag Team titles. Truth is now Mr. Money in the Bank. The tag team titles are no longer undisputed. I thought this was a great way to separate the titles. That you guys wanted to separate them. WWE did a great way. Great job doing so. The crowd was electric. We had some We Want Table chants, some ECW chants. Of course, we're in Philly. We had some holy-ish chants as well. And then, well, R-Truth grabbed the Raw Tag Team titles. There was a huge pop. The commentary was great all the way throughout. And there are new tag team titles now. They gave on a new design on Raw, so I'm curious to see what the SmackDown ones look like since they got new tag team designs. I'm curious to see. SmackDown should get some as well. We'll see that tomorrow. I thought this match was epic all the way throughout. Had some great spots. I thought it started off not as good, but as it got going, it got better and better. So this is one of those matches. I almost want to give it spectacular. I really do, but I'm going to give it blue balls instead. I'm giving it an amazing score of 4.70 stars out of 5. But I could see it ranging from anywhere from 4.40 to 4.80 stars. Our next match was Dominik Mysterio and Santos Escobar versus Rey Mysterio and Andrande. Rey Mysterio had on some Eagles gear. We claim him. For those who don't know, I am a Philadelphia Eagles fan. So, anybody wearing Eagles gear gets a little bonus points for me. I might be a little biased here in the grading. Who knows? But the build for this was decent. It's a family rivalry, right? They had it last year. I enjoyed the build much more last year when it was one-on-one between father and son, Dominik versus Rey, right? And last year I felt like Dom should have won. I felt like the heat would have been phenomenal for him. He would have won. The stakes here were low, though, because there was no belts on the line. Or I guess you could say they are medium stakes since it was a family rivalry on the pay-per-view. But nevertheless, the moves of this match were starting with Andrande. While on Andrande's shoulders, Rey's on top of Andrande, right? And they both jump off and do double cross bodies on Dominik and Escobar. This is a great spot. Very creative. I don't know who thought of this, but genius move here. Then Rey was about to whoop Dom again, but Dom moves out of the way. He learned from last year. Last year, Rey took his belt off and whooped his own son in front of everyone. 100,000 people in attendance, millions watching at home. He got the ass whooping. Now, learned from his mistakes, got out of the way this time. Escobar tries to demask Rey. And then Rey delivers a code red to Escobar. This sets up the hot tag. Andrande's hot tag comeback culminates with the double knees to Dom and a double moonsault to Dom. So Andrande does his patented double knees, goes to the top rope, tries to do his moonsault. Dom rolls out of the way. Andrande, though, lands on his feet and then hits the standing moonsault. Rey delivers a 619 to Escobar. Andrande does another moonsault, this time off the top rope to Dom while Dom's at ringside. Escobar delivers a hurricanrana to Rey from the top rope. All the escorts get involved and do some high-risk moves. I can't remember who all the escorts were. I think it was who? Zelina Vega, and I can't remember who else. Rey delivers a 619 to Escobar and Dom. Then the actual finish happens. That's Jason Kelsey and Lane Johnson. There's some masked luchadors that come in. They interfere while the referee's preoccupied. I don't like Rey beating his own son, right? Dom in back-to-back WrestleManias. I feel like Dom should get one of them. Maybe Dom gets the next one. Maybe they do a trilogy, whatever. But we don't rate and score off of who wins and who loses. But what I will say is, right, is the hero getting interference is something I'm never huge on, right? So the heroes are Rey Mysterio and Andrande. They're the good guys in the scenario, and they got interference. I'm not really ever huge on that, especially when it's from non-wrestlers. So I can't be biased because it's my Eagles, right? I'm like, hey, it's Lane Johnson and Jason Kelsey. Like, nah. I can't go for that, right? Can't do it. Can't do it. I don't think the crowd was too much invested into this one. The loudest pop I recall is when the Luchadors took their mask off and it was revealed to be Lane Johnson and Jason Kelsey. And I probably won't remember this match for what? Very long, whatever. It's a mid match, but I will give it a slightly above average score. I'm giving it a 2.85, but I can see this ranging from 2.5 being average to like a 3.30. You said it was well above average. I give you that. There's some cool spots here and there, but nothing really too memorable. Definitely don't think it's good. However, the next match, ooh, and this was actually the streak of 3 matches, right? So I think the first 2 matches were really great, right? So I gave one, what, great and amazing. I thought they were just that. These next 2 after this one, the one would just happen, and then the next 2, ooh. And it's Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso, a sibling rivalry here. So the stakes for this family rivalry similar to the last one. The build I thought was great though. I really did like this build. I kind of hyped for this match. Little Wayne brought out Jey Uso. Jey Uso had some white, blue, and purple attire on. I thought it was fire. It's the Great 5 colorway. You guys are familiar with that. Jay always gets the crowd lit when he comes to the ring. How the whole crowd yeeting. Pat McAfee yeeting. But let's talk about these moves or lack thereof. What I did love about this, though, is Jay attacked Jimmy before the bell ring. That shows that this feud was personal, right? We're not waiting for the bell to ring or anything like this. Jey Uso delivers a suicide dive and a crossbody from the top rope. Then Jimmy botches a pop-up Samoan drop. I think this is the only botch I recall from WrestleMania, or at least one that is worth noting. It wasn't that bad of a botch, though, but it was a botch nevertheless. Jimmy repeatedly super kicks Jay and mocks him. Jimmy and Jay trade blows, or I should just say trade super kicks, where they go super kick for super kick over and over. If I counted how many super kicks in this, it might have been 40. No exaggeration. It is a super kick party. Reversals, I have Jay evades Jimmy top rope attack, but Jimmy was taunting the crowd. No, because Jimmy was taunting the crowd, he was doing a little bit of showboating. Jimmy apologizes to Jay. He baits him in. Jay's thinking about accepting his apology. Jimmy baits Jay in, like I said, delivers a super kick and lands an Uso splash and gets a near fall. The actual finish is Jey Uso spearing Jimmy, then hits an Uso splash. So before I give out the rating and stuff like this, I would like to say I was highly disappointed in this match, considering the fact these are brothers. And they probably wrestled each other so much growing up where they should know. Like, you would think they have way more tricks up their bag, since they probably wrestled each other, growing up or whatever the case may be. And I mean, the moves just weren't there. Creativity weren't there. Very disappointing. But before I give out the grade, I personally think this match is like a 1 out of 5. Maybe even less than that. But the crowd was highly invested in this for some reason. Every time they did the super kick, you heard yeet or no yeet. Like, the crowd loved this match. So the crowd made it at least watchable, but man, this match will be remembered for how bad it was. So I will have to give it into the bad category, unfortunately. Right? And I'm going to give it 1.5 stars out of 5. But I mean, like I said, that's because the build was so good, the crowd was good, made up for it. But overall, I think the match is kind of ugh. So I can see it ranging anywhere from 0.9 stars to 1.75 stars. You hate to see that on a WrestleMania, but I think without a doubt this was the worst match on both nights, and it's not even close. The next match, though, was Damage Control versus Jade Cargill, Naomi, and Bianca Belair. Damage Control consisted of Dakota Kai, Asuka, and Kairi Sane. There were no tag team titles on the line. I prefer this just a 2-on-2. But they wanted to get Naomi and Dakota Kai something to do as well. I love just Bianca and Jade versus the Kabuki Warriors for the tag team titles, the women tag team titles, but we don't get that. I would like to say both tag team entrances were fire. But Bianca's team, Jade, Bianca, Naomi, all had Mortal Kombat inspired gear. They looked fantastic. Shout out to them. Now getting into the moves, Naomi starts off the tag team For her squad, she delivers a drop kick to Zayn on the bottom turnbuckle and a split leg drop. Kairi Sane hits an insane elbow to Naomi at ringside. Naomi ducks the clothesline, delivers a double drop kick to Asuka and Zayn. Naomi does a springboard DDT to both Dakota and Zayn for the hot tag. Asuka and Zayn hit a 4-piece tag combo on Naomi. I actually got that order messed up. So Naomi gets hit with a 4-piece tag combo, which is a really high impact move. Shows the uniqueness of tag teams, especially when they develop chemistry and stuff like that. Here's a great sequence. And then Naomi hits the springboard DDT for the tag. Bianca comes in. Bianca, her hot tag offense. She wipes the floor with damage control, the whole trio. She hits Asuka with the braid and a KOD. What do I have here? Then she does a moonsault on all 3 damage control members. All 3 of them laid out. She does this springboard, backflip moonsault. Beautiful. Hits all 3 of them flush. 1, 2, 3, kick. Oh, no, my bad. 1, 2, kick out. If she would have pinned all 3 of them, that would have been epic. But, of course, that doesn't happen. Jade gets tagged in. Jade Cargill driver gets on. Dakota gets broken up. Oh, I guess it's called the driver. So some suplexer move gets broken up. And then Jade hits Jade on Dakota Kai for the win. Overall, I thought this was a good match. I thought that everything it needed to do. Right? So not much happened, but that's okay. Because I don't think... I think it just did everything it needed to do. So I'm giving it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I'm just giving it a good rating. Because it had Bianca look strong. The tag team champions didn't look too bad. They got some decent offense and stuff in. But overall, it made Jade look like the superstar that she's going to be built to be. So I thought that was great. I think Jade needed the pin. Her first WrestleMania, first big match. Here we are. So Jade looked like she could be becoming a force to be reckoned with. A storm is coming. I could see this ranging from about 3 to 3.7 stars, but on to our next match. And I believe that was the last one of the mid ones. The next match you guys seen earlier, you were paying attention to the video. Sami Zayn versus Gunther for the IC title. I thought the build for this was really good. I loved how they had Gunther be this insurmountable object nobody could overcome. He had this historic IC title reign, 600 plus days. Will anybody ever be able to beat him? Whatever the case may be. Sami Zayn having doubts of himself, having to rely on Chad Gable, who just turned on him. But we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But I thought the build for this was great. The States, of course, IC title, longest reign in history. But my favorite part of the build was not anything that happened on Raw's or SmackDown. I don't think too much happened on SmackDown. But Sami Zayn's backstage, and he gets hyped up by Chad Gable and Kevin Owens, and the camera follows him out to the ring and stuff. I thought that was so awesome. I also loved Sami Zayn's Montreal entrance. You guys saw that one in Canada. That happened Monday. So, about 8 days after this WrestleMania. But that's really cool. Sami Zayn's entrances have been top-notch the past few weeks. But, nevertheless, we got the moves. And, man, it's a great match. WrestleMania had a return to form moment now. Because those last 3 matches were but this right here, this is something special. Sami Zayn delivers 2 half Nelson suplexes, but Gunther retaliates with a clothesline. Sami Zayn decides to chop Gunther 3 times, slaps him, then hits a tornado DDT. Why are we chopping Gunther? I have no idea. Gunther delivers a haluva kick of his own. Really cool. Gunther catches Sami Zayn's springboard and counters that into a German suplex. What else do we have? Gunther repeatedly kicks Sami's face while he's on the rope. Gunther hits back-to-back frog splashes to Sami. Then haluva kick that Sami Zayn tries to go for. That is countered into a sleeper hole. Gunther locks in a deep sleeper. Sami's face turns red. Gunther delivers a drop kick and a thunderous powerbomb. After Gunther's haluva kick, Sami Zayn retaliates with his own haluva kick. Gunther counters the haluva kick with a vicious clothesline, followed by 2 more power bombs. Sami Zayn haluva kicks Gunther on the top rope, then hits a brainbuster on the turnbuckle. Gunther then gets hit with 2 more haluva kicks in the corner. And then that was the end of the match. Gunther's ego was his downfall. He was trash talking to Sami Zayn's wife throughout the match. The commentary built up Sami Zayn as this underdog who should just give up. He doesn't know when to quit, whatever. But throughout all odds, Sami Zayn fights back and he gets the W. So shout out to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn becomes champion. The crowd loved this match, highly invested. They did some Let's Go Gunther chants. They did some Let's Go Sami chants. Every time you heard those chops, you heard the Ric Flair woo chants for every knife edge chop, like I said, from both competitors. Sami's resiliency fired up the crowd when he just wouldn't stay down. And then, of course, when Sami won, there was a huge pop. Personally, I kind of wanted Chad Gable to be the one to dethrone Gunther. Sami's doing that. I got no problem with those. Sami's, I think, was a great choice. But the thing is, Sami had his WrestleMania moment last year, I feel like, where him and KO became tag team champions. So him having this WrestleMania moment as well isn't going to be as great to me, right? Or as memorable. But it still is a memorable moment for Sami Zayn. But I think ultimately him dethroning the Bloodline, their historic tag team title reign, him and his best friend KO doing it, I think is a little bit more memorable personally. That'd be Sami Zayn's biggest accomplishment in my opinion. But nevertheless, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm giving this match an amazing score. No, my apologies. No, that is amazing. 4.5 stars is amazing. So let me fix that in my notes. But I could see this rating for about 4.10 stars to 4.75 stars. If somebody said this is spectacular, I won't be bugging, but I don't think it's legendary. But legendary could potentially be our next match, which is the main event, which you guys see right now in the background. The American Nightmare Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins versus the final boss The Rock and the tribal chief Roman Reigns. Cody attire is always fire, but you never know what you're going to get with Seth Rollins. This walking clown show came out here with a wedding dress version of that black and blue or white and gold dress. I kid you not. I don't know where he found this. I don't know who made this. Whoever made this dress, or whatever this was, needs to be locked up. Seth Rollins for wearing it needs to be locked up. You couldn't pay me enough to wear this. I don't care how many sponsors you have. Like, they got Prime bottle in the middle of the ring. They could have stuck a Prime logo on the back of that dress and said, we pay you $1 million to wear it. I still ain't wearing it. What are you doing, Seth? But never the case. Rock comes out, dripped down the white Versace and stuff, looking like a boss. Oh no, my apologies. The black Versace this night. But the stakes were high, right? The build, of course, to this were fantastic with the bleeding and all that of Cody Rhodes, The Rock. It's a build from last year. Even a build from 2 years ago, you guys want to be technical. With Cody and Seth settling their differences and then saying, hey, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, working together here. But of course the stakes, what will happen tomorrow night of WrestleMania Day 2? Will it be Bloodline rules or will it be no interference? And let's go ahead and get right into the moves because there's a lot to talk about here. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns started off, but not too much happened. And then The Rock asks for a tag from Roman. Rock gets in the ring, looks at Cody, tells Cody to bring it. So now we got Cody versus Rock. Cody gains the advantage. Seth and Cody jump The Rock in the corner. All four start brawling outside the ring. The Rock threatens to fire the referee if he counts out the opponents. This is fire. So now this went from like a normal tag team match to, yo, we doing anything goes pretty much. This is Bloodline rules pretty much on 2-on-2. Love this. My favorite moment of the match when they literally broke the rules that I had established in my mind. Everything set up. The ref like, yo, bro, you ain't even really here to referee. You just here to count. 1, 2, 3. Don't count to 10. Don't do 4 through 10. Just 1 through 2, 3. There was so much going on here in this match. I'm just going to do the moves first, and then I'll talk about the reversals later. Because I can't keep going back and forth. It is so much. I do have it better organized on my next video. So you guys will see the difference drastically. But after the Rock threatens the referee, Cody and Roman, they go and fight up the stage. And then Seth and Rock fight in the crowd. Rock throws a trash can at Seth's dome. Rock drinks some water, then spits it on Seth. Rock, gotta stay hydrated, my man. Seth jumps off the barricade to hit a double axe handle onto the Rock. And this is when they start making their way back in. Roman attacks Seth's knee to gain the advantage while Seth was on the apron. Rock slams Seth's knee into the ring post, so they start working on his knee. Great storytelling because his knee was injured. Seth Rollins wasn't able to compete as a champion for the past couple months because of his knee. He got hurt against Jinder Mahal mid-January or early January, so he's been out since then. They go right to the knee. And then the commentary even talked about how, Drew McIntyre got to be cheesing from ear to ear even watching this. I love that, how they reference that. Tie that into tomorrow. Rock delivers a deliberate low blow in front of the referee, and the referee can't do anything about it. The referee went and apologized to Cody and said, "Man, I'm sorry, I can't do anything about this right now." This man Rock is a menace to society. Rock applies the sharpshooter to Seth. Cody slaps Rocks while he's applying the sharpshooter. That's how he breaks up the submission. Seth hits Rock with the curb stomp, and then he plays to his injured knee. Seth gets the tag. Now we got Cody's hot tag comeback plus the disaster kick plus the Cody cutter all to Roman. Cody and Seth have a super kick party. A nice little super kick sequence. Seth hits a curb stomp and Cody hits a crossroads on Roman. I can't remember if this was a near fall or a breakup by The Rock. Roman low blows Cody and hits a spear. Roman applies the guillotine to Cody. Seth curb stomps Roman while he's applying the guillotine. Epic sequence there. Cody hits Rock with a bionic elbow. The Pandit Dusty Rhodes combo. Roman hits Cody with a Superman punch while he's holding Rock. So Cody is going for a crossroads, I believe, and then Roman comes in with a Superman punch. Now those are just the moves. We're going to talk about the reversals. There are plenty of reversals. When they're fighting out on ringside and stuff, Cody reverses Roman suplex on the stage, and Cody lands a suplex of his own. Seth counters the Superman punch with a neck breaker. Rollins counters Rock's signature 4 punches with the step up enziguri. Rock's 4 punches where he hit do 3 times. Looks up to the gods, looks at his hand, and then tries to go for the final punch that normally drops him. Seth Rollins countered that. Roman counters the Cody cutter with a Superman punch. That was really cool. Roman counters the curb stomp with a power bomb. Rock hits Cody with a spine buster. Cody counters the people elbow into a Cody cutter. So while Rock was running from one side of the ring to another, Cody got up and hit him with the Cody cutter. Seth saves Cody from a spear. So Roman ends up spearing the Rock instead. Seth moves Cody out of the way. And then friendly fire was turned on. Seth jumps off the top rope onto Roman. Rock spits water onto Cody. So Rock's a quitter, bro. Spitters are quitters, Rock. And you done spit on Cody and Rollins? Oh my goodness. Roman hits Cody with a drive-by while he's bringing in Rock. So Cody was trying to get Rock back in the ring. Roman hit his patented drive-by double drop kick. Cody and Roman trade blows in the center of the ring. This is epic. Cody hits 2 crossroads onto Roman, but Rock hits him with the leather belt. Roman spears Cody, then tags in the Rock to finish the job. Rock hits Cody with a rock bottom and a people's elbow. Bloodline rules tomorrow night. Epic match. Some false finishes here. Oh my goodness. This match is phenomenal. So here are the false finishes. Rock applying the sharpshooter to Seth. And then that Cody broke up the slap. Cody hits a disaster kick plus the Cody cutter on Roman. That got a near fall. Roman hits a Superman punch on Cody. That got a near fall. Cody cutter plus a frog splash. So Cody hit his Cody cutter. Seth Rollins went up, did a frog splash onto Roman. But Roman still kicks out. Cody kicks out of a low blow plus spear. That was epic. Cody fights out of the guillotine, but Rock holds Cody's legs down. So Cody really can't get out. That's when the curb stomp got hit to Roman to break it up. Then double pedigree to the bloodline. So Seth hit a pedigree, Cody hit a pedigree. Then they both went for the simultaneous 1, 2, 3 double kick out by both Rock and Roman. Epic. And then Seth saves Cody from a rock bottom through the announce table. Cody delivers the rock bottom through the announce table in return. So Rock took a rock bottom through the announce table. I did not expect Mr. Hollywood to take that bump, but shout out to him. The actual finish, of course, was the People's Elbow by the Rock, Bloodline Rule. Crowd loved this match all the way through. Commentary was great. Memorability. Loved this match. This was hyped up as the biggest tag team match in the history of WWE. It probably was that. I'm not going to lie to you. I can't think of a tag team match off the top of my head that was better than this one. I don't know how long it was, but it felt like it was an hour. When you include the entrances and the match itself, it had to be close to an hour. And it was epic all the way throughout. Love this match. Without a doubt, I'm giving it a legendary score of 5 stars. But I could see this being a 4.80 to 5 stars. I think everybody has to agree this match is spectacular, though. So, that is the end of WrestleMania Day 1. A little bit longer of a video than I expected. Oh my goodness, I ran out of footage. That's how long it was. So, you're still here. I appreciate you. Thanks for listening. That's all my opinions on that. Our next video, like I said, will be Day 2, WrestleMania. And that will be coming out Saturday. Trust and believe. And then after that, we will be getting into our anime reviews. So, thanks for watching, as always. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to see you guys on the next one. Let me know down below which match you agree with or don't agree with. And if you're interested in WrestleMania Day 2, fresh review, subscribe for more content. Peace.